In the light of day, people started surveying the damage across western New York and began cleanup efforts. News 4's Allie Ingersoll shows us where storms caused thousands of dollars of damage. Allie?
Callan, people are continuing to survey that damage done from the flooding tonight. First responders and homeowners we talked to say they didn't even realize the severity of the storms until the rain, lightning and thunder was already happening and water nearby started rising.
That was floating. Everything was just floating in here.
Lydia Kuzo owns this house on North Forest in Williamsville. It backs up to a creek.
The lake basically just crested, and we ended up with this nightmare here.
Kuzo says the water came over the creek's edge through the yard, washing up debris, and it didn't stop there.
You can see that the water was probably up to here. Maybe it falls into some sort of gray line where they just say, oh, you know, we'll get to it. But if you don't get to it and these summer storms start, a little overwhelming, especially when you keep going through it.
She received a call from the tenants inside explaining the situation. They needed to be evacuated. The family returned after the rain stopped, beginning cleanup on the property and finding thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Just thousands of dollars worth of personal items. When it got this high, you can't stop that from happening.
Flooding also has the same effect. And when you have your valuables, your memories that you store in your basement, your pictures, your videos, and those are floating in water sometimes that is not just rainwater, it's sewer water. So you can't even imagine.
The Snyder Fire Department responded to the house on North Forest, helping Kuzo's tenants get to safety. The chief says in those situations, you have to emotionally disconnect from them to get the job done. But he says it can be tough when you're helping people you know in a community you care about.
There's always that breaking point where something touches you and, you know, you're a human being. At the end of the day, you go home and there's a couple of things you feel so bad for these people, but then you look at what you have, and we had water. I had water in my basement, but not so. When you look at that, what they had, it was nothing. There's nothing in comparison.
Kuzo estimates the damage to be around $15,000. The family living in that house was supposed to move out in a few weeks, but after all the flooding and damage, they're actually now looking now to move out within the next few days. Live in the studio, Allie Ingersoll, News 4 at 11.